酒店有一个19.9块的早餐，我们去看看里面卖的啥。哇，还挺大的，只要19.9吗？先看看都有啥。
这是汤，这是粥，这是炒菜，
19.9，吃这么多东西。
面条，
寿司，哇，还免费冰淇淋，凉菜。啊，这个是吃那个麻辣烫，还有火锅调料。哇，太丰盛了，太丰盛了，我已经不知道该拿什么了，只是早餐而已。慢慢吃吧，在这儿。
It's about a 265-kilometer drive from Weihai to Qingdao, roughly 3.5 hours on the road. Or you can hop on a high-speed train. It'll get you there in just about an hour and 15 minutes. Qingdao is a vibrant coastal city in northern China, known as both an economic powerhouse and a cultural gem. It's the birthplace of the world-famous Qingdao beer, and it's packed with stunning natural scenery and fascinating historical landmarks.
我们来到了第一站青岛的必游景点栈桥，然后这个桥的末端有一个小亭子，是可以观赏的。整个桥说是清朝的光绪年间建造的。
Zhanqiao Pier was first built in 1892 as a military dock, serving as a landing point for Beiyang Fleet warships and a hub for transporting military supplies. Yes, that's the very same Beiyang Fleet we talked about in the last episode, the first modern navy of China based on Liugong Island. It was this strategic military pier that laid the foundation for Qingdao's development as a city. Later, a two-story octagonal pavilion was added at the end of the pier, named Huilan Pavilion, which means where the waves swirl and rolling grandeur. For over a century, Zhanqiao Pier and Huilan Pavilion have stood proudly against the crashing waves, becoming one of Qingdao's most iconic postcard views.
这个栈桥最终端的这一个小凉亭叫回兰阁，然后你可以通过网上预约来参观里面。现在2楼没有开放，1楼呢是青岛的一些经典的建筑的模型，所以就是到里面免费的嘛，就是进来参观一下，看一看青岛的这些建筑的模型啊。就是这样，是整个回兰阁的里面。
Remember the iconic logo of Qingdao beer? Yep, it's actually inspired by this very Huilan Pavilion.
我这里有个啤酒吧，可以喝各种荔枝味的啤酒、百香果味的啤酒、葡萄味的啤酒、蓝莓味的啤酒。然后你只要在这里领个杯子，就可以，你就可以在这个地方喝到原浆的青岛啤酒，纯生。哇！可惜啊，我是开车来的，所以我不能喝酒，因为一会儿还要开车回酒店，没办法喝酒了。但是如果你们不是开车过来的话，可以尝试一下那个里面有各个水果味的青岛啤酒，拿着杯子扫码就可以喝。啊，这里好多青岛啤酒的。
At the north end of Zhanqiao Pier, you'll find Zhongshan Road, a century-old commercial street, lined with European-style buildings, time-honored shops, and charming little boutiques. And right now is the perfect time to visit. Qingdao's annual beer festival is in full swing. This is truly the best spot to soak in the city's unique blend of history and modern vibes.
这个就是著名的圣弥厄尔教堂，是一个天主教堂。
St. Michael's Cathedral was first built in 1932, designed in the neo-Romanesque style by German architect Father Alfred Frebel. Originally, it was meant to soar over 100 meters high, but with the outbreak of World War II and restrictions on overseas funds from Nazi Germany, the cathedral was completed in 1934 at its current scale. Inside, the Grand Hall rises 18 meters tall, with a domed ceiling adorned with paintings of the Virgin Mary. 7 massive chandeliers and vibrant stained glass windows fill the space with soft, colorful light. And the cathedral can hold over 1,000 worshippers. Upstairs stands a German-made Rieger pipe organ, which was one of the largest of its kind in Asia when installed. Today, St. Michael's Cathedral serves both as a place of worship and a must-visit landmark for travelers. Visitors from around the world come here to experience its stunning blend of history, culture, and faith. Badaguan is another iconic destination in Qingdao, beloved by travelers for its red-roofed villas, lush greenery, blue skies, and stunning seaside views. Often called a museum of world architecture, this area was originally developed as an upscale residential district in the 1930s, planned under Mayor Shen Honglie. He set strict requirements. Building density had to stay under 50%, fences had to be see-through, and no two houses on the same street could share the same design. This vision created a remarkable variety of architectural styles. Today, over 200 historical villas still stand, showcasing influences from more than 20 countries, including Russia, France, Germany, and Denmark. Among the highlights is the Princess House, a blue and red fairy tale style villa that legend says was built by a Danish prince as a summer retreat for his princess. It has since become one of the most romantic landmarks of Badaguan. The Butterfly House, built in 1934 by Chinese and Russian architects, is a stunning example of eclecticism, blending multiple European architectural elements. Today, it serves as a film museum, celebrating Qingdao's deep connection with early Chinese cinema. And then there's the Huashi House, a grand granite mansion built in the 1910s, blending Gothic and Greco-Roman styles. Its rooftop terrace offers breathtaking ocean views.
Wow, 这个风景不错哎。
This house, once a retreat for notable political figures, now stands as a fascinating historical museum. I have to give a special shout out to this little gem right next to Huashi House, this Jinxiu restaurant. We honestly just wandered in for a quick lunch and ordered the tea-infused spare ribs and dry-fried green beans. But wow, the ribs were perfectly sweet and tender, with its amazing tea aroma. And the green beans were spicy and flavorful. I haven't had stir-fried dishes this authentic in ages.
叫锦绣餐厅，就在从花石楼出来，大概200米左右，然后就这样一个餐厅。然后他们其实是政府的疗养院，他们家饭菜做的超好吃，来这儿玩的话，完全可以选择他们家。然后我刚刚看到这边有一个很漂亮的回廊，还挺好的，是吧？房间那边。对，这边这些楼都是疗养区的楼。这家餐厅真的很好吃，菜做得好，推荐。要的那个茶香排骨。对，茶香排骨超好吃。这就来了青岛啤酒博物馆，但是这个青岛啤酒博物馆你要提前订票，至少3天，当天通常就是没有票了。
Besides the century-old Badaguan neighborhood, another iconic symbol of Qingdao's 100-year history is, of course, Qingdao Beer. Not far from Badaguan is the original Qingdao Brewery, which has now been transformed into a fascinating museum. Here, you can trace the story of Qingdao Beer all the way back to 1903, exploring its origins and evolution over the decades. You'll see early beer bottles, vintage labels, and old advertising posters, as well as exhibits on the brewery's expansion after the founding of New China. After more than a century of growth, Qingdao Beer even became an official sponsor of the 2008 Beijing Olympics. One of the museum's greatest treasures is a Siemens motor built in 1896. The oldest known Siemens motor still in working condition today. The museum also walks you through the brewing process, from the early days of mashing and copper fermentation tanks to the use of traditional wooden beer barrels, a fascinating journey through beer history. And don't miss out on the beer ice cream. You can only try it here at the Qingdao Beer Museum.
他们这儿门口还有卖这个青皮的口味的冰淇淋，然后原浆的很早就卖的没有了，我们就买了一个纯生口味的一个冰淇淋，我们尝一下。你也尝一下，你先吃。主要是水果味儿，我猜它可能放了一些啤酒，它有啤酒味儿啊。我喝到
有一点点啤酒味，慢慢品一下。
慢慢品，然后我再品一口。
有点
吃出来了这个还挺浓的酒味儿，是我吗？
挺浓的酒味儿，
挺浓的酒味儿。
挺好，是我从来没吃过的口味。
对，就是门口就有卖这个很特别的这个冰激凌，味道很特别，它这个带一点点水果青提，加上纯生的那个很爽利的味道，
有纯生的味道。
有纯生的味道，对，还是蛮好吃的。在出来的地方又给了一杯这个青岛啤酒，所以整个的这个旅游景区是可以拿2杯啤酒的，而且这里有一个很大的餐饮区，你可以在这里喝啤酒、点饭菜吃都可以。没想到又有一杯。
The 60 yuan ticket for the Qingdao Beer Museum even comes with 2 complimentary glasses of beer, the perfect way to cool off on a hot summer day. Just about 5 kilometers from the museum, you'll find May Ford Square, one of Qingdao's most iconic landmarks. Its striking red spiral sculpture symbolizes vitality and progress, making it a must-see spot in the city. Right next to the square is the Olympic Sailing Center, the venue for the sailing competitions during the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Here, you can shop, fish, or even hop on a sailboat for a trip out to sea. It's a fantastic spot to relax and enjoy Qingdao's coastal charm. In this episode, I've taken you to some of the top-rated attractions right in the heart of Qingdao. In the next episode, come join me as we explore Mount Laoshan, the highest peak along China's coastline.